Welcome back, sports fans, children, or whatever you are. Okay, I got up on the ladder and cut the cross bracing and dropped it down a few feet. So I don't know, really, that's about right for what I want. I think that might work. Throw a tape up there and see what we got. Alright. Be nice. Come on. Stay up there, will you? Okay. Peak of the roof is a little short. There we go. Peak of the roof is about 3'6" off the top. So right around there. That way, my boards will be about 7 to 8 foot long. I'm liking that a little bit better. It does look better. It's not so high. I could even drop it a little bit more. I think I'm gonna leave it just like that. It's not too steep up. It's not gonna carry a shit ton of weight. And for doing what I want to do, I want to be able to crawl up on it, at least lay on it for a little bit. So we're gonna probably go with that. So I'm thinking it looks pretty good. I mean, it's not as high up. I could actually drop it down maybe another foot. I wonder what that would do. Because I don't want it this angle. I want it kind of this angle. I mean, just a nice little slope. Well, you know what? That's pretty good. That's a pretty good drop right there. I think that's what I'm going to work with. 3'6" up. Then all I got to do is measure across right there, doop, and see what kind of board I need in there. And then what I can do is this one I'll kind of modify a little bit. Well, the board that comes down is 2'10" down. So I think if I cut this thing, and then put it all back together and then put this piece in there, I think that's kind of a little bit over a 45-degree angle. So I could actually drop that down, maybe a foot. The flatter it is, the better it is. I could just, run logs up the side. I could run logs up the side and just make this the damn lean-to. or up the front side, don't matter. But I'm kind of liking that a little bit better. I am. I'm liking that a lot better, actually. Let me stand back and look at it. Yeah. I think I'm going to like that a lot better. I mean, it's not so up. It's got a good slope to let all the snow and the rain off. It's low enough to where it'll catch all the leaves and they'll stick to it and cover it up. I think I'm going to go with that. So, I think I'm going to go with that. With dot. So I'll cut X amount off of the top over here and over there. Wacha, wacha. Then figure out what my drop's going to be. I like that better. So I can cut off some of the ends. So it should be I'll measure it up, figure out how far I want it up. Doop, doop, doop. Now it's going to have a little end off bit, but I'll measure from there to see how far I got. So it should be the same from there to there, right? And we'll put the things, and then it's 10 feet across. We'll do 10.6 because of the logs. But 10.6. It might come down just a little bit. And then I'll put my cross bracing back in. Just make it longer. And then from there, I'll have the first one up, stacked up, whatever. And then I'll make my little drawing. I made a drawing for this one, but I'll sketch that one out and start a new one. Just to make sure, because I've got 5 of these things to make. And I'll have 1 of them already done. This one is to see how high I want it. I don't want it that damn high. That was really high. So I dropped it down a good foot and a half. I could drop it down another foot. But that would be about the most I'd want to drop it down. And I said I was at 3.6, I can make it 3 foot. So if I drop it down 6 inches, 6 inches is not going to make that much of a difference. Drop it down to 6 inches. That way the peak will be 3 foot up. I like. Now it's not going to be straight all the way across. So, it'd be close. This is just to see what I can do about making them. I don't have screws. I'm just using nails, and I don't think nails are going to work on this thing, but we're just putting it together just to see. So, what I'll do is I'll measure that off and figure out how much I can drop it down another 6 inches, so the nails will hold, the top nails will anyways, and give me an idea of what I've got to measure out. So, because I can measure out one side, just drop down both of them, and because I mean, with the okay, this is sticking out way too far, and then when I come over here, this one over here is sticking out way too far too. And when I cut these, because I'm going to cut them like that. Ouch, stickers. I've got to cut these down, but then I'm going to have to cut this one and probably that one, just so it'll match up. That way, when I put the boards across, when I get this going up, then I'll cut this all Ha-cha. Right? Ha-cha-cha-cha. Right up here. Same on the other side. And that's a pretty good little drop right there. If I drop it down another 6 inches, then I won't even have to cut that. But this one I'm going to have to. But I'll dress all these up and then I'll, so. Oh yeah. Stay up there. I know, stay up there. Touch a rock and once, come on. This side is about the same. So. That'll look good. That'll look real good. So, yada yada. I think that'll work. So we'll drop that down about 6 inches and then ha-cha-cha, ha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha, right there. And then we'll start putting the these things on. Because then, the lower I bring it down, the less of these things I got to put up there. And I've still got to get my little spikes for them. And I mean, I could use the big spikes. It just, I mean, I guess. I've got to spike this one in. This 12-footer. And then I still got to put the other one over there. But today, I could potentially drop this down, right? Cut, measure, right? And then put a little thing in there. Then do the measuring thing. Then we'll put this all back up the way it's supposed to be. I'll tack it onto this thing right here. And before I do all that, I'll spike this in. Then what I'll do is I'll start cutting these, laying them in, spiking them down. Lay them in, spike them down. So we'll just like stitching. And we'll go all the way to the top. And all I got to do is cover that, because what it's going to do is this one will actually lean into the logs that I'm putting up, or be pretty close to it. I'll also have to do the little dovetails on the end. Actually, what they're called is a bird, where you notch out, shoop, the log, and then cut like an angle on it. And then you go to the other log, and you cut an angle, and then straight out. That way it sits in there, and it don't move. So, so. I think, that's what we're going to do. We're going to drop it 6 inches, do some measuring, drop this down, cut it. We'll go to measuring. I'm liking where the cross beam is right here. That's going to be high enough. For that, I'll probably put another cross brace in it on the end ones. That way it's, I can put like some storage or something in it. That's not too bad for head height neither. When you go inside, walk around there. Well, doopy-doopy-doo. Walk around my little trail. Scooby-doopy-doopy-doo. So anyways, you get up in here. And this is a 6-foot ladder. So, right about where this is at, I would be hitting my head. And that's only like 1.5 feet from the edge of here. And if we're going to put a table here, I'll have plenty of room. So, yeah. Yeah, that'll work. Actually, I'm going to leave that right where it is. So all I got to do is measure down top to top, just to get a good rough estimate. From here to over here, When I get that estimate in, then I'll measure this center to center. Well, actually, when I get that, it'll be a little more than 10. I can make it 10, and it'll be about the same. Because this is supposed to be 10. We'll set my tape in here and lock it right there. So that's about middle of the log. And we're sitting at just a little, about 10 foot. So just make it 10. So I guess we're going to do that. So anyway, just showing you what I'm getting done. In the meantime, see ya.